Once upon a time, in a small, quiet town surrounded by green fields and gentle winds, there lived a young mother named Maria and her daughter, Emma. Maria was a woman with big dreams, but life hadn't been kind to her. She became a mother at a young age, left to raise a child alone. Her husband, overwhelmed by life's hardships, walked away, leaving Maria to face the world with nothing but her courage and her little girl. Every morning, Maria woke up before the sun rose. She would quietly prepare breakfast, making sure Emma had something warm to eat before school. Sometimes it was only rice and eggs, sometimes just bread and milk. But Maria always made sure her daughter never went hungry. She would then rush to her job at the local laundry shop, where she worked tirelessly, washing clothes, folding them neatly, and smiling through her exhaustion. The smell of soap and detergent stayed on her hands, but so did the hope that one day her sacrifices would bloom into something beautiful. At night, when she returned home, Maria would find Emma waiting with open arms and a warm smile. Greater than, Mama, you're home. Did you eat already? Maria would smile, though her body ached from the day's work. Greater than, I'm okay, sweetheart. How was school today? Emma would share her stories about her classmates, her teacher, and her dreams of becoming a nurse someday. And every time Maria heard those dreams, her heart swelled with pride and quiet determination. She whispered to herself, one day, my child, you'll understand why I worked so hard. But not every day was easy. There were nights when Maria cried silently in the dark. Bills piled up, the rent was late, her shoes were worn out, and her hands cracked from constant washing. Sometimes she would skip meals so Emma could eat. Sometimes she'd pretend she wasn't hungry just to make sure her daughter had enough. Still, she never gave up, because in her heart, love was stronger than hardship. Years passed. Emma grew up seeing her mother's quiet strength. She watched her work day and night, never complaining, never losing faith. Whenever Emma felt tired from studying, she would remember her mother's sacrifices. And so she studied harder. She promised herself, someday I'll make life better for us. Someday I'll make Mama proud. When Emma graduated from high school, Maria sat in the audience, tears streaming down her face. She clutched her hands together, whispering, Thank you, Lord, we made it this far. Emma walked across the stage, holding her diploma, and looked straight at her mother, the woman who gave up everything for her. In that moment, Maria knew every struggle had been worth it. But life still had challenges. College was expensive. Maria took on extra jobs, cleaning houses in the morning, working at the laundry in the afternoon, and sewing clothes late at night. Her body grew weaker, but her spirit never broke. Whenever people told her to rest, she smiled and said, A mother never rests when her child is dreaming. One stormy night, Maria returned home drenched and shivering. She sat quietly by the window, watching the rain fall, remembering the years that had passed. The laughter, the tears, the endless sacrifices. Emma walked to her side, wrapped a blanket around her, and said, Mama, please rest. You've done enough. Maria looked at her daughter's eyes, now full of strength and hope, and she realized something. Her little girl was no longer a child. She was growing into the person Maria had always dreamed she'd become. Years later, Emma finally graduated from college with honors. She found a good job And one day she surprised her mother with a small house, simple but filled with love and comfort. "Mama," she said softly, "this is for you. You don't have to work anymore." Maria broke down in tears, holding her daughter close. "All these years I prayed for this moment, and now it's here. You made me so proud, my love." From that day on, Maria lived a peaceful life, tending to her garden, cooking her favorite meals, and smiling every time she saw Emma come home from work. She no longer worried about unpaid bills or empty plates. She had something more precious, a daughter who learned the meaning of sacrifice, perseverance, and unconditional love. Life will always test us in ways we don't expect, but a mother's love, selfless, unconditional, and brave, is the purest form of strength there is. Maria's story reminds us that every sacrifice, no matter how small, can change a life forever. If you have someone who sacrificed for you, a parent, a guardian, a loved one, don't forget to thank them today. Let them know that you see their efforts and that their love never went unnoticed. Life is never easy, especially for those who give everything they have just to make others happy. But remember, every sacrifice, every sleepless night, every tear that falls in silence is a sign of true love and strength. If the story touched your heart, take a moment to think about the people who've made sacrifices for you. Your parents, your guardians, or even someone who stood by you in your hardest times. Maybe it's time to say thank you, to tell them how much you appreciate their love and effort. Because sometimes that simple thank you is all they need to hear. Now I want to hear from you. What lesson did you learn from this story? Did it remind you of someone special in your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below, because your story might inspire someone else too. And if you believe more people should hear stories like this, stories about love, sacrifice, and hope, please don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more inspiring faceless storytelling videos. Together, let's spread kindness, hope, and the message that love, in any form, can change the world.